Let me preface this section by saying that there are very few players who tune their drones 3 at a time from the moment they get them out of the box. When I first get my pipes out, I start by shutting off the middle tenor, tuning the bass and outside tenor to the chanter together, and then bringing in the middle tenor. But for all subsequent tuning after this, I find it quick and accurate to tune 3 drones at once. Watch. Did you follow all of that? Let's review. First, I strike up and play low A and a few tuning notes just to settle my blowing. Then I play high A, ignore the chanter, and move the middle tenor around until the drones seem to sound a bit more in tune with each other. I keep the high A sounding at all times. Then I do the same with the bass. Once I have all 3 drones pretty close to being in tune with each other, I pretend the drones are one big drone, and I try pressure variance against the low A. When I ease off slightly, the drones get a bit worse. So I overblow a bit, and the drone sound comes into tune with the low A. So that means all 3 drone tops need to go up. I play high A again, ignore the sound of the chanter, and pull the outside tenor up very slightly. Still ignoring the chanter, I pull the middle tenor up an equivalent amount, then the bass as well. Now I alternate back and forth between the middle tenor and the bass until I get them pretty much in tune with each other. I play low A again, pretend the 3 drones are one big drone, and use pressure variance again. The drones now seem pretty much on with the low A, and I touch up the bass and tenor once again. It's important to note that in these touch-ups with all 3 drones going, I'm simply experimenting, moving the drone around to see where it is least out of tune. As I slowly get them closer, I can go back and forth and get each one progressively better. With all 3 drones in tune together again, I test them against low A. This is the best way to get your drones most finely in tune with each other and with the chanter. But it is a very advanced technique, and it takes most pipers years to master it. At this level of tuning, I find I'm no longer listening for the beats or the wah-wah sounds we discussed before. Over time and practice, I've slowly learned what the drones sound like when they're in tune, and I'm using the techniques we've discussed here to achieve this. Some people call these sounds clarity. Some call it sweetness. Be patient and start with one drone at a time until you learn the sounds of good tuning. Getting your drones in tune at all is rewarding, and tuning more than one at a time is a big bonus. There is one other thing all of this drone tuning requires, and that is a very steady and well-maintained instrument. We discussed most of these issues in Pipes Ready, the first video in this series. But let's have a recap on the kinds of maintenance issues that are directly related to drone tuning.